told your friend you're not okay.
Hello, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to Top K-pop, where we delve deeper into the stories, achievements, and history being written by the world's biggest idols. Today, we'll be highlighting a figure who has rocked the international stage not only as a member of BTS, but also as a solo artist, now recognized as a new legend in global music history. Yes, he's the golden magne, Jungkook. Imagine a moment when K-pop history is no longer written in ordinary ink, but engraved in gold. And the name engraved there, shining brightly, is Jungkook of BTS. His journey from a dreamy teenager in Busan to a global superstar is a story that is not only inspiring, but also proves that hard work, dedication, and pure talent can transcend any boundary. His debut solo album, Golden, is more than just a collection of songs. It's a global cultural phenomenon that has touched millions of hearts, conquered charts in numerous countries, and redefined what success means for a K-pop solo artist. From South Korea to the United States, from Asia to Europe, from digital formats to vinyl, Golden has proven that Jungkook's music has the power to cross generations, languages, and cultures. Not many musicians worldwide, even from the biggest music industries, are able to sell millions of copies in a matter of hours. However, Jungkook proved himself to be different. In just 5 hours, Golden sold over 2 million copies, a nearly unimaginable number for a K-pop solo artist. And in that short time, the album's sales skyrocketed to 2.5 million copies in just 2 weeks. This marks the first time in 13 years, since Hanyo changed its charting system in 2010, that a K-pop soloist has reached this milestone. It's no surprise that Hanyo ultimately ranked Golden at number 15 on their list of best-selling albums of all time, 2003 to 2025, making Jungkook the only solo artist to break into the top 20. Golden's success didn't stop in Korea. In the United States, this album remained the best-selling K-pop solo album for 2 consecutive years, 2023 to 2024. Its special edition vinyl even sold 13,000 copies, making it the best-selling debut LP for a K-pop male solo artist in the US. This is clear evidence that Jungkook's work is not only loved digitally, but also appreciated in physical form, something rare in the streaming era. Furthermore, Jungkook also reigns supreme in pure album sales in the US for a K-pop solo artist. With the combination of physical, digital, and streaming power, Jungkook's name holds the highest position as one of the most influential Asian artists in the global music industry. Not only does he excel in physical sales, Jungkook also made history in the digital realm. His album managed to remain on Spotify's weekly top albums global for 91 consecutive weeks, a feat even international artists struggle to achieve. In total, Golden has recorded over 5.9 billion streams on Spotify, a figure that demonstrates that his songs are not only purchased, but continue to be played, replayed, and experienced by fans worldwide. This success is reflected not only in sales figures, but also in international recognition. The 2024 Billboard Music Awards named Golden the top K-pop album. Rolling Stone selected one of its songs as Best Song of 2023, while MTV named it Record-Breaking Album of 2023. Major media outlets like the New York Times and Uproxx also included the album in their lists of Best Albums of 2023. The album even debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, making Jungkook the first Asian solo artist to achieve this feat. Even more remarkably, the album remained on the Billboard 200 chart for 25 consecutive weeks. In the UK, Golden was equally impressive, charting on the official album's chart top 100 for 8 weeks. All of this is clear evidence that Jungkook's music transcends both geography and language. And as if that weren't enough, Jungkook recently made history again with the single Hate You, which has now surpassed 100 million streams on YouTube Music. With this achievement, he joins an exclusive list of only 9 artists worldwide to have achieved this feat. The song's official visualizer was uploaded to the HYBE label's YouTube channel and has since been viewed over 57 million times. With the addition of Hate You, Jungkook now has 9 songs that have each reached hundreds of millions of streams, including mega hits like 7, 3D, Standing Next to You, Still With You, Dreamers, Left and Right, Stay Alive, Yes or No, and, of course, Hate You. However, all these achievements are not just about numbers. Golden represents Jungkook's life journey. From a young trainee to a global icon, each song he creates carries emotion, a message, and an honesty that touches the hearts of listeners. This album is a reflection of his relentless dedication, pure talent, and years of hard work. And of course, behind all these records lies something irreplaceable: ARMY. Without the support and love of his fans, the journey of Golden might not have been as magnificent as it is. This album symbolizes the strong bond between Jungkook and his millions of fans worldwide. Jungkook's success with the album Golden and the single Hate You is not only a personal achievement, but also a significant milestone in the history of K-pop itself. For the first time, a Korean soloist has set a new standard that not only competes with Asian artists but also challenges the dominance of international artists who have long dominated the global music industry. What Jungkook has achieved is no mere coincidence. He proved that K-pop is not just a regional phenomenon, but a global cultural movement that can compete on equal footing with big names from the United States and Europe. Many industry observers consider Jungkook's journey to be clear evidence that a new generation of Asian musicians can become the new face of global music. Looking back, Jungkook's journey has been full of transformations. From the Golden Magne known as the youngest member of BTS, he has now transformed into an artist with a mature musical identity. Jungkook is no longer seen solely as part of BTS, but as a solo artist with a distinct style, color, and strength. The album Golden is a statement of his own, that he is ready to stand on the world stage with full force as Jungkook, not just as a member of the biggest boy group on the planet. And the success of Hate You further reinforces the narrative that his solo work is not merely experimental, but truly embraced by global audiences. Jungkook's achievements have also had a significant impact on how the music industry views K-pop artists. Major labels are now beginning to recognize that the potential of Asian artists can no longer be underestimated. The fact that a Korean soloist's debut album can chart globally, record billions of streams, and break physical album sales records proves that music is no longer limited by language or culture. Many music analysts in America and Europe have called Jungkook a game changer. He has proven himself not only as an idol, but as a true artist capable of influencing the direction of the industry. However, Jungkook himself always emphasizes one thing: none of his achievements would be possible without ARMY. The support of his solid global fanbase makes every song release a major event, not just in Korea, but in almost every part of the world. From trending on Twitter, to millions of views in a matter of hours on YouTube, to mass streaming on Spotify. All of these are testaments to the power of the global community that always stands behind him. Every time Jungkook releases new music, ARMY doesn't just listen. They celebrate, share, and make it a part of their daily lives. This emotional connection has made Jungkook's name not just popular, but iconic. With all these achievements, one big question now arises: what's next for Jungkook? If his debut album already made history, imagine what he'll create with his next project. Many speculate that Jungkook could release a second album on a larger scale, perhaps even collaborating with big names from the Western music world. There are also predictions that he will further expand his reach, not only in music but also in other industries such as fashion, visual arts, or even film. What's certain is that whatever he does, the world will be watching. Jungkook is no longer just BTS, not just K-pop, but has become part of the grand narrative of global music in the 21st century. Jungkook has proven that big dreams are possible. With hard work, courage, and fan support, a young man from Busan has become a global icon. And this story isn't over. It's just begun. Top K-pop will continue to follow his every step, and we will all witness how Jungkook writes new history in the international music world.